Welcome everyone back to the European Journeyman save. In today's episode, we have our first big test as Eintracht Frankfurt manager. We play Bayern Munich, the big dogs in the Bundesliga. Since you last left us, we've played a few Bundesliga games. We also got our Europa League phase fixtures as well. As you can see, it's been a little bit hit and miss. So obviously we had a really good start winning the opening league game 4-0. Since then, we've struggled a little bit. We drew 1-1 with Wolfsburg. We got very comfortably beaten at home to Freiburg, which was very disappointing. We then beat Greuther Fürth 8-0, but again, we didn't actually score till their player got sent off. Once their player got sent off, we beat them 8-0. But again, is that because we got a player sent off or what? We then had two Europa League fixtures. We took a while to score against St. Pat's Athletic in the Irish League, so that's quite worrying. We then only drew 1-1 with Ludogorets as well, so not off to a great start. We then drew 2-2, a 94th minute equaliser to Hoffenheim, but we made up with that with a 93rd minute winner from Szoboszlai getting his first goal for the club. It was a crazy goal as well. Let's see if I can pull the highlights up for the goals, because this was mad. It was I was thinking, another pretty mid result from us. I mean, we've not been terrible, but it was just not been that great. Let's see if I can find the second goal. So it was their corner. They whipped it in. This was 1-out. Oh no, that's the second goal. So this was the corner that we then got on the counter attack for. Yeah, this was a crazy goal. So this was 1-1 at this point in the 92nd minute. I thought, here they go. They're going to go and score. And for some reason, they just kind of, I don't know what happened. And then Szoboszlai just hit one from an absolute mile out. The goalkeeper, miles away. We won 2-1. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, so we were a little bit fortunate to win that, but we were a little bit unfortunate to draw that. So in the end, it probably just about equals out. So at the minute, we are sitting 9th in the league, which is a little bit poor. We are 10th in the Europa League. I think we'll qualify for the Europa League. That's not my worry. It's just about, can we finish in the top 8? But yeah, I mean, I guess if we win our game in hand, which is today, we would go up to 3rd. So that would be quite good. But we have to play our game in hand against Bayern Munich. They have lost 2 games so far. They've lost to Cologne and Bayer Leverkusen. But other than that, they've been pretty good. And they did lose their most recent game to Cologne. So it is a big fixture, though. It is a real tough test for us. We are sitting mid-table. I mean, they're sitting 6th, so they're definitely not having the start of the season they'd want either. So both of us need to kind of get going a little bit more. So huge game today. So Petrovic is out injured, which means Szoboszlai comes in. He'll be partnered up with Diao, Yildirim and Nunez up top. Escobar and Martin in midfield. A back four of Brown, Hassan, Böhl, Zeki Khan and Penders. Now, what I would say is part of the reason why I think we've been a little bit up and down, we've had quite a few injuries. We've had a bit of an injury crisis in between the games. So it's not been our usual first team. We've not had our usual right back. We've not had our usual attackers. You know, a lot of the wingers have been injured. Diaw's been injured. Yildirim's been injured. So Brown's been injured. So we've been without a lot of our key players. Hopefully today will be a good result. I mean, a draw is really not a bad result against Bayern Munich. It's just you'd rather us get the win so we can try and get into that top 4. But realistically, we just need to get into Europe this year. That's what the board wants, so top 6. And I do think we will get there, but I do think there's a couple teams potentially better than what I expected them to be. Leipzig are doing really well. Freiburg are really running away with it as well, which I wasn't expecting. But we are at home today, but it is against probably the best side in the league. So hopefully we can get something out of the game. Darwin Nunez does have a bit of a knock, but we don't really have another striker. Brown racing forward. I thought he was actually going to score there, but he does manage to get a save from the goalkeeper, and we do go out for a corner. Brown himself to take the corner, whips in, falls to Szoboszlai, goes back out to Brown. Can he find a man in the middle? He can't, and he just knocked it out. And I think someone's injured. It's Nunez. Great. Nunez is injured. We don't really have a natural striker replacement. Garang Kuol is back from his injury. I've played him there a couple times. He's never really played well. But Mapunda's probably not ready to be playing first team football. So we'll bring Garang Kuol on. Bayern have a corner. Thankfully, goes over the bar, remains 0-0. I mean, they've not really done much this game, but you wouldn't expect them to do the second half just the same. You'd expect them to come out. But we are looking a little bit leggy, a little bit tired, and not at our usual best. But we will have a go at the players. Hopefully get something going in the second half. No subs. I mean, I don't really want to make any changes. Zeki Khan's probably been our best player, so the fact that he's not having a great game is a little bit worrying. But I do think it's a decent squad. I do think we're more than capable of getting in the top 5, top 4. It's just stringing the results together seems to be, we're a little bit inconsistent at the minute with results, and I do think that's partly due to injuries, but Bayern are getting themselves forward. Lovely switch of play. We need to defend. We're not defending, and it's 1-0. Merlin Röhl gets the goal for Bayern Munich. I thought we would do a lot better than this. I feel like we are underperforming, and if we don't get into Europe, how much are the board going to put up with this is the worry. We'll make some subs. I do think our bench is rotten. I think we definitely need a couple windows. We'll bring Zazul on, swap those around, and we'll bring Earing on as well. We need to just freshen up. A lot of tired players. 30 minutes to go. But we are struggling. If we don't have Darwin Núñez, we really don't have a very good out-and-out striker. So we may have to put up with Mapunda or Garankuol, who are probably more wingers than strikers. We are a little bit light in terms of actual forwards. Maybe we should have just kept Ekatike for the year and let him go on a free. But hey-oh, lesson learned. Aiden Earing down the right-hand side. Gets it into Garankuol. He scored, but I think he was offside. It was a good finish, though, so if he can keep doing that kind of stuff, maybe he can be our out-and-out striker, but I'm pretty sure he's offside. He was offside. Disallowed. It remains 1-0 to Bayern, which is disappointing, but it was a good run. Great run from Earing as well down the right-hand side, but unfortunately, it didn't end up in a goal. I mean, it's been pretty equal. We've just not really created much. If we could get an equaliser, I'd happily take a point from this game. We have only lost the one game so far, so this would only be 2 losses in 7. But we need to kick on. This is definitely not good enough from us. But it is still early days, and we would never expect it to win today. Szoboszlai whips in a corner. If we get, like I say, if we get an equaliser, I'm happy. Garankuol into Burl, into Martin, into Brown. Can we get the goal? Szoboszlai. Oh, I thought he'd done it again. Thought he'd scored another wonder goal to rescue us some points, but unfortunately this time it does go wide. And that's going to be it. It is full time. It's 1-0 Bayern. I mean, that's not a terrible result. They are a good side, but we never looked like scoring, did we? We really didn't look like scoring. So that's worrying. We are 9th in the table. Like I say, it's still early days. A couple of wins and we'll be right up there, but it's just... Okay, he's only going to be out for about a week, which is not too bad. Yeah. Thankfully, we've got Union Berlin next, so we should be able to win that. So let's go do that game now. So for our second game of the episode, we are away to Union Berlin, but we've actually done a bit of transfer business as well. So coming in January is going to be our old boy. Christian is going to join us for £15 million. He'll be our new attacking midfielder. Obviously, we signed him from Racing Santander for £3 million, 9 goals, 4 assists in 15. He did play up front for a lot of those in the league, but I think he's only 20 years old. He's still got room to grow. I think that's a very good sign. So he's going to join us January 1st for £15 million and be our new attacking midfielder. Unless we switch to a 2 up front, then he might play advanced forward like he did before. But yeah, this is the team we're going with. We've had to make a couple of changes because this game came not too long after the Bayern game. So we've got Penders in goal, back four of Zeki Khan, Eric Ball. Finn Yelch comes in for Hassan because he needs the rest. Brown on the left, Martin and Escobar in midfield. Yildirim on the right, Szoboszlai down the middle, Asana Diao on the left, and Garankuol up top. I am worrying about Martin. He's not really performed so far as good. Now, obviously, the step up in division is going to make a big difference, but he's also not really a ball winner. He'd be much better as a playmaker. So perhaps we switch these across and make Escobar the ball winner. Let's try that for today. Let's get Martin into a more playmaker role because that's what he's best at. We do probably need a good out-and-out ball winner. We've probably got all of our DMs are really naturally more playmakers. So there is some weaknesses in the squad. I think we need a really good striker. I think we need a better goalkeeper. I think we need, like I say, a good ball winner midfielder. And I think if we get those pieces in play, we'll be very good. But we need to get the results to allow us to get to those windows because at the minute, it's looking a little bit dangerous, but we are playing Union Berlin today. We should be beating these. Again, we are expected to finish 5th in the league, season preview-wise. So we are definitely underperforming so far. Definitely too many poor results. And if it goes on for too much longer, then we will have to probably look at going back to the 4-2-2 because we played the 4-2-3-1 basically because there isn't many good strikers, but maybe we need to play two up front if neither of them are going to be too great. We're looking a little bit sloppy here though, but Szoboszlai, good ball into Garan Kuol, who does finish it, and if he can finish like that, then maybe he can be our out-and-out striker. Obviously, Darwin Núñez has been the boy, but he hasn't been great so far. He's only scored 1 or 2 so far, and he's been offside for a lot of them, but Kuol gets the goal, and he does put us 1-0 up, but straight away Union Berlin have themselves a corner. Whipped in, Penders does well to just keep his feet on the ground and gather the ball, and we do play out from the back. Jelch into Leandro Martin in the more advanced... I mean, that's... If you can't be playing passes like that if you reckon yourself a playmaker, that is poor. Ball into Union Berlin, into Penders, who just about manages to get the save, and Escobar clears. But we do still look a little bit dodgy. We are up in 5th with a win today, and I think as long as we finish in the top 6 or 7, the board will be happy. So maybe we need to temper our expectations for this season. I think there's probably too many gaps. I think we need probably, like I say, a good out-and-out striker, a good goalkeeper, a good ball winner, and probably some better defenders as well. I think the 3 defenders we've got are all young, so can get better. The left back's 30 years old, so he's probably not getting any better at this point. So it is going to be a little bit tough, but as long as we win today, I'll be happy. But the wingers definitely need to improve because they've not really done too much yet in this game or the Bayern Munich game. And Berlin again have another corner, this time whipped in. Thankfully, this time again goes over. One thing I've noticed, we've not really been scoring from corners, and that was something we were quite good at. But we've got a corner here. Szoboszlai whips in, falls to Yildirim. Again, this is what I mean. We're just not really creating anything from the corner. Szoboszlai on the turn, unfortunately, does go over the net. And it does remain 1-0. And like I say, we've been okay, but I just think we should be better. I just think we need to be better than this. So we'll give the boys a bit of a rollicking. I won't really make any changes, though, because the wingers are our best players. Martin's probably not going to see out the full 90. He's looking a little bit tired. I think that's the other thing as well. Our bench is quite weak. We definitely need some windows to just improve this squad. And I think we will. I think Christian coming in will be a big addition to the club. Allows us to go maybe 2 up top or just to have a really good attacking midfielder. But Yildirim into Kuol, who gets his second of the game. Maybe we've got our striker. Maybe I don't need to worry about the strikers too much. But Garan Kuol makes it 2-0. We did have an offer for Kuol from Roma, but it was only about £20 million. His valuation's like 40 to 50, and they wanted us to pay some of his wages as well. So it seemed like a bad deal, so we didn't accept it. And thankfully we haven't, because he's obviously proven his worth today. Zeki Khan goes for an effort who, like I say, he's been really good, but he did get injured, and he's not really been the same since. But we will make a change, and we will bring Zujul on for Leandro Martin. Are you better as a... Nah, you're definitely better as a playmaker. We'll leave Escobar as the ball winner. We will bring Mapunda on the right. We will... Don't really have another attacking midfielder, do we? I think this guy will go in January. I don't like him. He's useless. He's done very little. I think we leave the rest as it is. Szoboszlai might struggle to see the game out, but you'll kind of have to. We don't really have another attacking midfielder, unfortunately. So unless we could always swap to a 2 up top, but I don't like to change tactics mid-game. I definitely think you get punished in Football Manager for that. But Mapunda down the right-hand side, lots of pace, whips it in, and Szoboszlai gets there, and Szoboszlai makes it 3-0. This is much more what you'd expect to see from us. Nice, quick play down the wing, balls into the middle, tidy finishes, good stuff. We've done well. We've definitely improved. Big improvement in performance today. I think we didn't do too badly against Bayern. It was just playing a good side, and we just didn't have that goal in us to get us back. But defensively, I think we were okay. We controlled the. Well, we've made a mess of that. 3-1. Hopefully that doesn't lead to any sort of comeback. But that was a bit of a mess. I don't know why. Everything just kind of fell apart there. We'll make a couple more subs. Diao, not his best game. We'll bring Elberek on. We'll bring Bruni on as well. You can play in down the middle. Why not? Give him a go. And we'll bring Earring on as well. Earring can come on for Zeki Khan for the last 20 or so minutes. And like I said, I do think we do need some better bench options. I think when Christian comes in, that'll be a big improvement in that attacker midfield role. I don't think Petrovic or Szoboszlai have been particularly impressive, but Szoboszlai has done well today. Got a goal and assist. Penders, we need a new goalkeeper. That was really, really dodgy. Oh, it's 3-2. It's 3-2. I don't think he's offside. It's 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. Don't throw another win away. We can't be throwing wins like this away. It's 3-2. Oh, right. We are going to shot the time wasting up to max and just try and see this out. We're just conceding so many daft goals. And I think it's partly the goalkeeper. He should just be coming out and grabbing that. That was his mistake. Hopefully we could just... 5 minutes at a time. Don't do it. Don't give me a highlight. No highlight, please. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Oh my God, that was tough. Right, again, it was such a comfortable game, and then we just make it look so difficult. But thankfully, we've got the win. We got the 3 points, and that should shoot us up the table a little bit. Yeah, we're up in 6th. There is a couple teams, but well, Dortmund could overtake us, so the lowest we could finish would be 7th. But yeah, we're definitely not in a title race this year. We are definitely not in any title race. I don't think we can even get top 4. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. I think if we can get some win. I mean, we've won 4. We've won 4 out of 8. Yeah, I think maybe we could be. Maybe we could be. I think it's going to be quite an open league this year, though. There's Leipzig are, running away with it. Freiburg, I would imagine, will drop off. They're not that good, are they? No, Freiburg are expected to finish 10th. This is just a good start from them. They'll definitely drop off. Bayern Munich look like they're picking up pace now. Obviously, they kind of had some... they beat Dortmund as well. I feel like Dortmund are going to underperform this year. They've actually been worse than us, probably. I mean, yeah, they've definitely been worse than us. They must have played that game after we did. So we are finishing 6th for today for this episode. So yeah, no one else can take over us. So we will be finishing in 6th. So an improvement on the 9th we started the episode with. So again, we'll play some games off camera. I think we'll come back for Leipzig in December. I think we'll come back for Mönchengladbach and Leipzig. I think that'll be where we come. A nice little double header in the league. I don't think we need to show the Europa League till we're in any kind of late knockout stages. We have got Tottenham again. We just can't get rid of them. But looking at the rest of our Europa League fixtures, we should be okay. So we'll come back for Leipzig and Mönchengladbach, and that'll be another big test for us in the league. Like I say, it's our first season. We don't want to go shooting too far ahead. I think that'll be, about 5 or 6, like 4 league games, then we'll come back. So, yeah, we'll come back for Mönchengladbach and Leipzig in the next episode. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the European Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.